it's like to have fans getting back at the football field. Have you thought about what it's going to be like to actually have fans in the stands this season?
Yeah, I mean, it took some getting used to last year with no fans in the stadium, so I'm definitely gonna, I'm sure, get used to the fans back. But when they come here and the atmosphere is amazing, especially at home. It's, that's why you play football and that's why you play in the NFL. So, very welcome to have them back.
You are such a calm personality, but I can imagine you can draw some energy from the fans. Is that true or false?
I mean, when we're on defense, maybe I get a little excited for the guys, but our line of work for the three of us is very, flat line. So, we're in our own little world, kind of. So we just kind of keep working, and it's good atmosphere, and you enjoy it when you look back at it after the game. But we're very flat line type of guys. So.
You mentioned your own little world. What's that relationship like for you, or kind of around? You're together all day long and doing stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about everything. There's a lot of time in the locker room when they're in meetings, but we have very similar routines in terms of working out in the morning and stuff like that. And we have some similarities and we have some differences, but we figured out what each other like, and we work well. We gel well. It's very easy coming back from off season and stuff like that, just to get right back in rhythm. So blessed to have those two guys working with me. Like you said, we spend so much time together, so it's good to have two guys you like.
Can I give Judd or Suis some tips there before his next step?
Yeah, I tried to. It didn't go too well, so job security for a little bit longer, I guess.
Find a new backup keeper.
Yeah, Lockett tried to, so.
On kickoff, is the expectation that you're going to be one of those guys when they're making a tackle?
I mean, last year and this year too, we have some guys that can cover some kicks, and there's some times where we just want touchbacks, and there's times where we want to force the return team to bring the ball out, because we can get the ball back, we can get better field position than the 25. So we'll mix it up for sure. We did that last year and it worked out well for everybody. So.
You guys keep training with the track man?
Yeah, so they used it for the Sunday night football games, I think. They do that, and then I got in contact with them. So they have obviously a kicking version of it. So there's a few times in the off season I'll get on it and see the numbers and stuff and see if there's anything I need to work on. So
that wasn't that was a special for football.
Yeah, it only tracks. It's football. It's meant for football. They use it for the Sunday night. I think NBC uses it. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use it every day, because then you could kind of get lost in the numbers. But it's good to kind of see different things I'm working on and what my ball is doing.
What kind of numbers does it tell you?
It tells you height, the line of scrimmage. It tells you the apex of your kick, the ball speed, what it would have been good from for distance-wise. Works for kickoffs. They just got into punting with it too, so there's not too much difference on punting that you can kind of see from just the hang time and distance. But it's good to kind of get a look at it for field goals for sure.
What is the important numbers that you look at to get that?
Line of scrimmage, the height there. They kind of have like an average of the NFL kicks, and then just apex. And you get Sunday afternoons. In the fall you get some wind, so that you can kind of tell where your ball is going to kind of hit that apex and lose speed and start moving around a little bit. So, but line of scrimmage is the big one for me.
You have quite the streak going into the season. That's just something that you don't really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, we're out there trying to make every kick. It's it's the NFL. It's kicking in the NFL. You're out there to make every kick. So, it is what it is, and you just kind of keep rolling. So.
On the height and then the line of scrimmage, you work on strength. Is it just more of how you fulcrum and how you?
I mean, it's a mix of everything. It's technique. It's strength. It's just working on different things in the off season, and things I do well already, and just kind of working on it. If decent height on mine, so I'm just making sure it stays there. So.
What's the lowest round of golf you shot this offseason?
I shot 70 at my course down in San Diego. Play a lot of golf in the off season, and then once camp starts, put them away. So they're sitting in the garage, lonely right now. So.
Anything else, guys? Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.